Love is melting away the last bastions of bitterness and hate that have been enveloping humanity. November 24, 2016. Humanity's awakening is accelerating. Do not be distracted by the worldly news of conflict, betrayal, and intense suffering. Yes, it is ongoing, but it is now clearly perceived for what it is, a massive release of an enormous and long-held collective state of bitterness and resentment that has supplied the corrupting energy for the eons of suffering that the illusion has brought into your lives. Love is melting away the last bastions of bitterness and hate that have been enveloping humanity, and, as that occurs, the weights that have dragged you down into the bitter and painful distractions of the illusion and seemingly anchored you there, are being untied. There now remains very little to hold you collectively entangled within the illusion. It has served its purpose, allowing you to experience separation from Source, and is now disintegrating all around you. As you make a habit of engaging only lovingly with yourselves in your own individual human lives, and letting go of negative and invalid self-judgments, your experience of life is lightening, freeing you from the self-imposed guilt and exile of eons. A vast cleansing of the human energy field is underway as your awakening process draws you unstoppably forward toward your divine and heavenly destination, reality, the source of all that exists, which in truth you have never left. The changes that each of you are experiencing and undergoing personally and collectively, and that the mainstream media is completely unaware of, are phenomenal. Love is your nature, and daily more and more members of the human family are realizing this and becoming increasingly desirous of engaging only lovingly with each other, but still afraid that they, each individual, are alone in feeling this. That is separation. And so separation is a fearful state because it relies on caution, which is, of course, nothing more than a lack of trust. As humans you have all experienced betrayal of trust, and so to engage with love and throw caution out the window, appears unwise and dangerous. Nevertheless, very fortunately, many have now chosen to do precisely that, and, throwing caution exultantly to the winds, are making the constant intent to behave lovingly by being open with everyone with whom they interact anywhere and anytime. Doing this is contagious. The tsunami of love is with you all in every moment, and is flooding into more and more hearts daily. Today, being the day on which those of you in the United States of America celebrate Thanksgiving, an enormous intensification of the tsunami is occurring worldwide, and this will encourage many more who truly want to open their hearts to all to just do it. As we observe you all, remember that from here in the spiritual realms, we know each one of you intimately because nothing is hidden, loving you dearly, and clearly recognizing the Christ within each one of you, and, of course, never judging you. We are in joy as we watch you stirring in your sleep, preparing to awaken and enter once more into the brilliant light of eternal day. That is the state that is reality, it is your eternal home, and your awakening into it is divinely guaranteed and, therefore, inevitable. As you scour the World Wide Web seeking and finding confirmation of these words in many places, open up your hearts. You are safe. You are divine beings experiencing physicality as human beings by your own choice. When you chose to incarnate, you were fully aware that you would be in a state of intense amnesia, and that state would make it very difficult for you to remember that you were on a mission to assist in humanity's awakening. So, when you feel even the slightest nudge, a scarcely perceptible intuitive sense of purpose in your lives, very possibly a purpose that is completely different from the one you have been engaging with all your life, go with it, it is your call to action. And that action could be anything from engaging with others to discuss the state of the world with a view to cleansing and healing it, to working in other countries with the sick and impoverished, to doing the same in your own country, or to just quietly being a loving presence in the environment that you would presently describe as your own home area. You each have your own calling and life purpose, chosen before you incarnated. And before you incarnated, you also knew that you would initially live a life of intense unawareness so that you could develop fully as a separated human, and through that experience learn what you needed to know to magnificently assist in humanity's awakening. As most of you are now well aware, nothing happens by chance or coincidence, it just appears like that because of your amnesia. but many of you have had the experience recently of meeting someone new and finding that you both feel that not only have you known each other for a very long time, but also that you are indeed one with each other. That should confirm for you your deeply felt inner knowing that there is only oneness, and that there are no chance meetings, no coincidences, that everything, every event that occurs is part of the plan you created before incarnating. Your task is to recognize this, honor it, and act on it. Do not attempt to dismiss it as your mind playing tricks on you, because it most definitely is not. It is your call to awaken, the call that you have been waiting for, the call you knew you would receive, hear, understand, and most willingly and enthusiastically accept. Now is the moment for which you have been waiting expectantly, faithfully, and hopefully. It is the moment when you are to awaken. In human terms, within the illusion where linear time appears to be so real, flowing only in one direction, it will take a little while for the full benefits of your awakening to come to fruition. Therefore connect powerfully with that inner knowing, the divine flame of eternal love burning continuously on your holy inner altars, the place within each of you where God is always present, welcome, and honored, your own Christ consciousness which is your eternal and changeless divine nature. As humanity's awakening moves forward and people all across the world become increasingly aware of the immense power of love, you will see wondrous events unfolding that clearly demonstrate that the old ways of conflict, betrayal, and suffering are coming to an end. A new world, that has been gestating within the hearts of humanity for many decades, is about to be born, bringing with it the solution to all your unresolved problems and issues that to many appear utterly unanswerable. And, needless to say, the answer is, as it always has been, unconditional love that embraces all. You are removing the veil that has hidden love from you for so long, and you will be most gloriously bedazzled. What you have sought for eons is already with you, it always has been, and now you will know it, perceive it, recognize it, and dwell within its ecstatically enlivening embrace, at one with all, and knowing without even the slightest doubt that you are at home forever in the presence of your divine source. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com